Discerning Hearts presents How to Pray, a practical guide to the spiritual life by David Torkington. Chapter 14, Perfect Love. You will never love someone unless you know them, but you will never really know them unless you love them.
Franciscans have traditionally taught us to pray by emphasizing how we should use our hearts, while Dominicans stress the use of the mind. Which of them is right? Both of them are right. That's why the great Benedictine writer William of Thierry said that you will never love someone unless you know them, but you will never really know them unless you love them. The trouble is, when I first decided to start taking prayer seriously, I had just fallen in love for the first time, and I simply could not conceive loving God with my whole heart and my mind and with my whole being as I'd come to love my girlfriend. Compared with her, God seemed so abstract, so distant, so far away. That is precisely why God became man, so that we could love him in Jesus, my parish priest explained to me. The trouble was, I had difficulty with the very idea of loving another man, even if he was the Son of God, at least not as I'd recently come to understand the word love. It might do for girls, but it wouldn't do for me. Then I came across a book that seemed to resolve my difficulties. It explained how in the Old Testament God was sometimes called a mother as well as a father, and was endowed with feminine as well as male characteristics. It showed how some of the fathers of the Church spoke of what they called the anima and the animus in God, the masculine and the feminine. In other words, God is neither male nor female, but the qualities of maleness and femaleness can be found uniquely balanced and brought to perfection in him, and perfectly expressed in his love for all creation. These same qualities must therefore be found in Jesus Christ, in whom the fullness of the Father's love is to be found here on earth. That is why, in responding to his love, men and women can respond equally, if differently, and both ultimately find their completion in him. Thanks to that book, what I originally thought impossible suddenly became possible, and the ambiguity about trying to love Jesus no longer held me back. I decided to study him more and more deeply, so that I could come to love him, and in loving him come to experience the only love that could change me permanently for the better.
You've been listening to David Torkington and How to Pray, a practical guide to the spiritual life. For more episodes in this series, visit discerninghearts.com, or you can find it in our free Discerning Hearts app or on many other streaming platforms.